Today I got the Fat King. You guys go check out his channel, and I got T from the Boxing Voice. We gonna get into a few topics: Kovalev, Ward, Triple G, Kell Brook, and we gonna talk about not Billy Ho. I meant Billy Joe Saunders. So what up, guys?
What up?
Yeah, man.
So man, we gonna talk about this Triple G Kell Brook fight, and I just found out some breaking news. I hear that Triple G's not 100%. He may be under the weather. And Eddie Hearn just said he thinks not Kell Brook, he think Gennady Golovkin is drained. What you guys think about that fight? What's your prediction and stuff? You can Go ahead, Fat King.
Yeah. All right, boss. You're the moderator, so you let me know. But personally, I just feel like, regardless of I guess the sickness that Triple G has right now, I just personally feel like it's a 10-round fight. I think that everybody's kind of overlooking Kell Brook, and I think that his boxing ability, and his ability to hold, because that's also part of it. I think that when you look at that Sean Porter fight, his jab was what kept Sean Porter off him most of those rounds, because we know Sean Porter's style. He's coming in, throwing his arms, flailing, but Kell is a precise puncher, so that's why I don't give him a chance necessarily to win this fight. I give him a chance to go that 10 rounds and prove that he is world class.
What you think about it, T?
I ain't heard much about the sickness. Heard a lot of people talking about Triple G's drain. What's that? When you take a flight, I can't think of the name of it right now.
That jet lag. You talking about jet lag? Yeah. He looked a little bit drained around the face. He did look a little bit drained, but I don't know if it's going to affect him.
That could be the man, 35 years old, on a plane, jet lag. He was 164 pounds, 30 days out the way, and that is not. He's nowhere near drained. Him and Rigo are similar. They fight at their natural weight, and they both deep in age. What Triple G fought 165 in the amateurs at the Olympics for 1 year. I think Rigo did it 122 for 8 years. So yeah, so them they about the same in that he not drained. Kell Brook in for a world of hurt. He should have stuck to welterweights and middleweights. Even if he is though, power the last thing to go. Regardless of what you are, power is the last thing to go.
Now, before I get you guys predictions, man, I want to talk about the Triple G haters. They always push this agenda and this narrative that Triple G hasn't fought anybody, but they never talk about that the whole city is ducking him. They never bring that up, that nobody wants to fight him.
Well, bro, you got to understand that, Triple G, he doesn't necessarily fight bums, but right now he's making people look like bums.
Exactly.
Thanks. Made Man, I don't know if you know him, but check out his channel. He has a great channel. He's always talking about how, these individuals, how as soon as they want to fight Triple G, then it's always a money issue. You see what I'm saying, Slim? And as well, T. Whenever it's Triple G getting involved in a fight, it's a weight issue, it's a money issue, it's that he's not a big enough draw. So what we need to find out right now is who's willing to fight Triple G, who's willing to step up, because we thought that 2016 was going to be a huge year in boxing, but we saw all the great fights, and we didn't see none of them. So, I blame the challengers. What do you think, Tim?
Far as 160, everybody at 160, I've called every one of them out. Billy Joe has no right to sit over there and be as spiffy as he is. I've compared Danny Jacob. I probably went too far. I didn't word it negatively. I just gave my thoughts on it that if God gave me the ability to beat cancer, I made a video saying if you could beat cancer, why wouldn't you believe you could beat Triple G? But he won't even take that challenge. So everybody at 160, man, I can't say shit about them. I don't like the 160-pound division. I won't lie. I think the whole division is some punches there, but as far as real talent there, I don't know. It's not really many there. It's not a lot of amateur pedigree there. You look at Danny Jacobs. He was like an A-level prospect, but on the way up, he got knocked out. You look at Peter Quillen. People was hoping he could become an A-level fighter, but he just didn't want it enough. Something wasn't there. He didn't have no amateur pedigree neither. So it's I mean, you got like amateur gold medalists that's fighting that middleweight now, but they on their way up. You got the one, I think it's Riorta, I can't pronounce the name. So if Triple, you know, he might be able to get that guy to get good and then have a better division, or some of the junior middleweights come up. But I always just felt like them guys, I don't think he got no business at 168 pounds, Triple G. The dude little as hell. Now if he go up there and he,
man, I think Triple G will body anybody at 160.
No,
who at 168 fucking with Triple G, man?
Well, hey, if that's how y'all feel, you gotta push him to go there. I don't feel that. I'm not never gonna push the man to go to 68. I wish he would have worked his body down to 54 sometime during his earlier prime, and because the money was there, and he could have possibly got like a Canelo earlier, a Floyd earlier. This is my thoughts on him. Like 160, they basically holding up his whole career. They don't want to fight him.
Yeah, you got
they don't. As far as him fighting bums, like, I'm not gonna say they A level fighters. He's fought a lot of B or B minus level fighters. Yeah, but he beat them up. He beat them up. Power for power, he beat them up.
Let's get this on record. Is Triple G ducking Erislandy Lara? Because you got a lot of people talking about he's ducking Lara. What you guys think about that?
I mean, I just dropped a video the other day talking about it.
That was a great video, but you exposed all those lies. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, boss. It's like, I just feel like right now, some people, like the way Triple G is like, people are saying that, you know, they're trying to create this narrative where Triple G is this huge monster and nobody wants to fight him. But truth be told is that, like, people are trying to put their name out there and get buzz. You know what I'm saying? It's like you throw somebody's name in a video just to get buzz. I feel like that's kind of what Lara and these dudes are doing, because Lara's not really fighting anybody else at 154. He wants a big fight with Triple G, but he doesn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade, who's his mandatory.
Exactly.
This other dude, the Charlos.
The Charlo brothers.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That part's not true. That by Andre is one of my favorite fighters. That part's not true.
Yeah, but bro, he won't fight any of those guys at 154. The Charlos, Andrade.
Let me tell you what Andre told Lara. Andre, one of my favorite fighters, he told Lara, and he told in the interview that Andre go around acting like this other guy's the WBA champion. The guy he's finna fight. He said, I don't want to fight Lara because Lara don't come to fight. That ain't a reason not to fight nobody. You gotta be able to beat all styles. So yeah, so that's what he said. He's my favorite fighter.
So you saying Andrade ducking Lara?
And he's working his way to him, but when you say I don't want to fight him because he don't come to fight, I'm not coming to chase, I'm coming to fight and look impressive, then you basically saying that's not who you want to fight. So I mean, you might want to call it a duck if it's new information. That's just what he said.
He got to beat one of those big names at 154, whether it's Andrade, the Charlo brothers, Williams. You got to beat one of those guys, man. Then I can back you for a Golovkin fight. But until then, man, I don't want to even hear this shit about Lara. He's ducking Lara.
I'm not gonna say. Look, we downgraded Lara, but you gotta understand his reputation do precede him. He fight anybody and everybody at that division. His division was ran by 147.
Who he beat at 154 though? Can y'all tell me anybody he beat at 154?
But yeah, did Canelo beat him though? Did Canelo really beat him?
Man. Hey, the judges say, go ahead, Fat King.
That's the thing, though, T. That's one of the reasons why your boy Demetrius Andrade doesn't want to fight Lara, because guys like Lara, like they're kind of like Austin Trout to me. These are guys that anytime they lose, it's a robbery, and their style always plays into it. I kind of feel like now, if you go back and you look at the Austin Trout against Austin Trout versus not Erislandy Lara. Was it Lara? His first loss, Trout versus Canelo, right? Trout was like, okay, I got robbed. Then he lose to Lara, then he's like, I got robbed. Then he just lost to Charlo, he's like, I got robbed. It's like, I feel like all these guys at 154, as soon as they fight each other or as soon as they fight somebody serious, it's like their styles are always like, it's that, not that running style, but that type of, that movement style, it's always going to bring conflict to any kind of fight. So maybe that is why things happen with Demetrius Andrade, where he's like, I don't want to fight Lara. But all I know is right now he is Lara's mandatory, and he's also the mandatory for
Charlo. I think one of the Charlo brothers.
But what, no, Trout accepted that Lara beat his butt. Now, but with the Canelo situation, Canelo had open scoring in Texas, and we literally saw that those scorecards was way too far apart when they went to what round was, I think the 9th. I'm not sure, but it was like 117.
I think it was the 8th round. Yeah, the 8th.
It was already deep. It was too big of a hole, and Trout in his corner get the information in the midst of them putting on a good performance. Now, did Charlo, is that a robbery? No, it's just like now he got to switch up his whole style to go try to knock out somebody. He's not a knockout puncher. So in a way, it is manipulating the fairness of the fight. So Canelo got criticized for that. When he fought Lowry, he got knocked down. He got embarrassed, and he went to the hospital after that fight. He admitted he got beat. Now, if there's some more information out there saying he didn't, I haven't seen it. I'll admit that. But for what I know, that man said, Lara knocked me down. That's the man that sent me to the hospital. Now, as far as the Charlo fight, I had Charlo winning, but that just show you how competitive that division is. Try to form a champion, and he's not going nowhere. Like J-Rock wanted to try, it would have been interesting to see that, man. It ain't as easy as it looks.
But Trout getting passed around like a woman on 79th Street, bro. Everybody taking their turn with him. They know Trout watch. They know
Tim
Trout.
Bradley the same way. Tim Bradley the same way.
Yeah, but Pacquiao.
But we praise him.
Pacquiao the only person whooping him though. But man, everybody whooping on Trout. Go ahead, Fat King. What you was about to say?
How many Canelos and what Canelo and Lara and Charlie